Greetings, loyal subjects of your Emperor. Welcome to this little Imperial city. The Emperor has received much correspondence from his loyal subjects, and this is an empire that works for its people, unless its people happen to be horrifying catgirls. The first Imperial correspondence comes from Chancellor Mego, who says that the bestower should not fight on the battlefield, and the Emperor agrees with you. This is a fine idea. The Emperor's not going to lie to you. He was a little bit desperate for forces there for a little while. But don't worry. Under my watchful eye, the Emperor doesn't have to worry. I'm an expert at this. 5,000 hours, by the way. And though I believe Slush to be one of the most useful colonists we have in terms of combat right now, I think that's a fair idea. He's a bestower. He should be sat on his throne, dictating royal decree and going around bestowing powers in over-the-top ceremonies. He shouldn't be on the front lines. The second piece of Imperial correspondence comes to you from Chancellor Adlika, who the Emperor praised that he is pronouncing the name correctly of. Make it a Spartan-type economy. Essentially, everything is done by slaves. Now, there is no precedent in the base game for base game Imperial colonies having slaves. When you raid an Imperial base, they don't have slaves. But tribute collectors will always take people off your hands. And I think that is good enough reason to say that yes, an economy where we enslave horrible catgirls is more than acceptable. And finally, Chancellor O'Neill suggests turning the base into a large faction base, which would make perfect sense given that we've seen many times the Empire using such tactics. The Emperor should be able to fulfill that request in about 1 to 2 weeks. Did take us all day yesterday to build a wall, so I'm not ultimately super confident about that one. Let's see if we have any labors on cooldown right now and just call them in. We have all of the trooper squads, which obviously going to be very, very relevant if we do take Slush off of the front line. And even if Slush isn't fighting on the front lines personally, he can always call in a Royal Beam Strike, for example, or maybe a high yield strike. Well, hang on a second. Given that either side of the base is the ocean, deep ocean water, which enemies can't approach from, except for maybe Bucko Drink the Pirate Captain, there is absolutely nothing to stop us building 2 giant, thick walls either side of the base to keep the barbarians out. The Jilpdosian walls. Name pending. Name definitely pending on that one. Flavius can now call in the labor team. Thank you, Flavius. Let's get them in here as soon as possible, because my god, we need help. We need so much help. Now, of course, eventually, when we have a bit more of a labor force of our own, when we don't have to worry about constantly waiting for permits to go on cooldown, we'll separate our little Imperial city into a district for the troops, the elite, all the different layers of our Imperial society, but of course, Slush right at the top in his little palace. And we'll keep the slaves and the farms and the crafting areas all decently away so that Slush doesn't have to see that aspect of society. But all of that, of course, is the dream of a mad bestower. Right now, we've just got to survive. Our people are thoroughly depressed just every hour of the day. Every hour of the day. Oh my god. -10 because we're barren of fine art. Here they come. Oh, Inspector Chicken, you gotta help us out here. Flavius, get behind some cover. Wherever we can, really. And then let's get Maxima kind of prepared to go for them. This is fine. I mean, if they want to stand behind a wall and go for us with a bow, I think we'll probably be okay. And remember, we're trying to capture as many as possible this time. We need some people that can help out around the place. Slush! They went through the back door. Slush, keep fighting. Keep fighting. I know that we said that, I mean, we weren't going to get Slush to fight, but that's not my fault. They went around the back. I can't be blamed for that one. Why, pray tell, do medieval knights have death acidifiers? They've all got death acidifiers. Oh. Okay, well, survivors. We've got survivors that are good. I mean, artistic is fantastic. We need someone capable of producing fine art on behalf of the bestower. Mining 15! Double Passion 2 is massive. Cooking 7. Well, this is actually so good. Do we want to turn this into a temporary prison? We can't because it's not sealed in because they haven't rebuilt the walls yet because there's a lot to do and not enough time to do it. You know what? Patch you up. We've got to pick. Which one do we prefer? We could probably save both if we're fast. Let's tend to you. What's your medical skill? Oh, medical skill of 10 with Flavius as well. Okay, we should be fine. And our reward is a character. Greetings, Colambinus. Are you any good? Shooting 9, double passion, melee 9, double passion, plans 13. Wow. A gift from the Emperor. A new troop for us. I guess we will make you a trooper off the bat here. Hang on, what, with your skills though? So anywhere between, she's got a shooting skill of 9. Janissaries always must have a shooting skill between 6 and 10. So we could make her a Janissary, but I mean, she'd soon level out of it. In fact, with a shooting skill between 8 and 12, she's cataphract here. I mean, obviously, we're not going to have the gear to make her a cataphract for a long time, so for the time being, I'll throw her into, I'll give her the trooper rank. And there's another one down here. Thermophylactus, what a name! You would fit in perfectly. 10 plants, double passion as well. 9 construction is very good. Ah. Well, yeah, I should have guessed that the Emperor's gift would come with some sort of caveat. Thanks for that. That's really helpful. This is quite the mess, but the Emperor has been very generous in giving us people who are very good at building. Maybe this is a little bit too ambitious, given that all of our people are, well, they hate existence. They absolutely hate their life here. With belief in the Emperor and a questionable amount of slave labor, we might be able to get those Jobdosian walls built. All we need now is to haul every single stone chunk on the map over to somewhere more convenient that we can work on it. Should we push this all the way to the edge as far as we possibly can? Well, the question I'm essentially asking here is, should we claim more land for the Emperor? And the answer, of course, is yes. 1,855 blocks, huh? We've got 506 with, 9 people. But let's get some basic mood boosts going here. We need a bestower in waiting, right? And the bestower is somebody who's very socially adequate. He's someone who's going to speak with the authority of the Emperor. It's why we have Slush, of course. Slush with his 17 social, his very charismatic, hard bargaining ways. Annoying voice, you know, because it's quite nice, isn't it? I want to make a case for Eric. Now, Eric hasn't been here for long, but we need a bestower. It's imperial decree that every imperial colony must have a bestower. Eric is only going to be a bestower in waiting, right? He's going to be someone training to become the next bestower. He's got 8 social. He's got a bit of a passion for it, but he's very intimidating. And that could be the bestower we need. The guy's only 23. He's got his whole life ahead of him. And just by doing this, we fulfill our imperial duties, and it will keep our people happy. Because they know that there is a structure. There is a plan in place for if things go horribly wrong and Slush is murdered, or kidnapped, or whatever else happens to bestowers. And how do we know if Eric is worthy? Well, Eric will prove that he's worthy during this mighty speech he's about to give. Come on, Eric. Prove to these people. Successful role change. What a guy. Now we've got to actually give the... No, we can't do the leader speech. All right, well, never mind. Next leader speech goes to Eric, so that he can prove to himself that he is, you know, capable for the role. His first official duty as bestower in waiting... You know what, let's do it in the actual Imperial... the Imperial Church here. His first Imperial duty is to counsel Slush, and try and improve Slush's mood somewhat, given that Slush is horrified that he was defeated in combat multiple times. No pressure, Eric. I think we found ourselves a bestower in waiting right there. Plus 27 mood, just like that. What a legend. Sweet, legendary Eric. What a play. Wow. Incidentally, that is the first time I've ever used that power. You know what? Let's find out how our people are doing. Our mighty servants of the Emperor. You're doing actually fine now. 28 catharsis, 27 cancelled by Eric. So when the catharsis wears off, obviously he's going to drop back to 0. But for the time being, that's pretty nice. Of course, still hands the defeated in combat negative, but the cancelled by Eric should more than cancel it out there. Thank you. How are you doing, Maxima? She is okay. A little bit cold. We can deal with that. Looks change is a very easy one to sort out. No slaves. We're working on it. Naturally, that's a very fair point. Given the feedback, the correspondence from our Imperial Chancellors earlier today, we have made some changes. The Emperor has passed a few decrees here, making a few changes. Alien slavery is now honorable, whereas slavery of human beings, as they do in the base game, of course, it is a truly imperial thing to do. That is now just acceptable rather than honorable. An unremarkable part of life, whereas alien slavery should be honored, because the Empire, I assume, would be fairly, you know, go fairly into that type of thing. Making sure the cat girls know their place. So we could always enslave one of these people just to appease the elites, / Maxima and Flavius. Who would we take, though? Somebody, we could have the art slave. Which one of you was good at art? That would be you. That's plus 10. I suppose she might deserve a little bit of imperial honor if she is going to be... She's very good at combat as well. Whereas by comparison, you're pretty terrible at combat and only really good at the manual labor. Fine. I've been convinced. Our elite force, our citizens of the Empire. Eric's gonna go dig up all those mass graves, isn't he? The elite forces, the citizens of the Empire, will be made up of the elite fighters. Those willing to lay down their lives for the Emperor. They're the ones who deserve full citizenship. Farmers, crafters, artists. Unless they are also good at combat, of course. They're not going in our highest ranks. They can remain the low rung of society. Everyone's breaking down because they're recreation deprived. What more could you need? We have Imperial poker. We even have an Imperial thermobath now. You want to have yourself a little Imperial bath? I mean, are we going to allow everybody into it? Is probably a better question. I think that would probably be for Slush and Maxima and Flavius' exclusive use. And now we fight the forces of Mr. Cringe himself. I'm sorry to interrupt whatever the hell is going on in there, but we are going to need to defend the base. Consisting of 5 long-distance employees. Group of Loompas. Here they are. Now, Slosh again will not fight on the front lines, but will be dropping in some troops to help out, given that our Imperial workers are incapable of combat. Let's call in... Let's see. I have to test it. Let's see what these Imperial Assassins are. Oh. Oh, they're incredible. That's what they are. And they land in a shuttle. In 8 days, they will be collected. Look at these! Oh. Oh, I'm a big fan. They've bought delicious opium. A classical Imperial treat, and then they also have yayo. Wait, that satisfies the Emperor. An Imperial drug through and through. Wow. Imperial Assassins. We've got some small, angry, chocolate-wielding guys for you to deal with. Could you imagine attacking a base only for these people to turn up? Start firing. I mean, whenever you're ready. Is it just... It's just a bow. Oh, man. Okay. Right. So some cover, then, is probably recommended. Excellent. There we go. There we go. There's one down. We've got ourselves a potential worker. We can build our own Imperial chocolate factory. Oh, that's unfortunate. Activate cloak. They can go invisible. What did that do? A cloaking device can render its wearer invisible. Oh, they are invisible. I didn't notice the effect at first. Now that I like. Search and destroy. Search and destroy, little assassins. Search and destroy. Look at the range! Oh, that is incredible. Was this overkill for 6 very angry chocolate cooking guys? Yes, it was. Absolutely it was. Just getting picked up at a distance. That wasn't the turrets, because they've cut the power to the turrets. They're very smart. Look at the range on them. Wow, what a kind gift from the Emperor. Let's go kill that other one. You can probably turn off search and destroy now. I think we can probably deal with this fine. Come on, squad. I assume they've got some pretty good shooting stats. Yeah, they're okay. They're incapable of doing anything else, though. And we've been given plasteel. Thank you. This is silly. We've got like a full Imperial regiment going on right now. Look at this. Well, let's bring you in as a doctor. Oh, this is going to take some management. Oh, God, Slosh, you have so much work to do here, my friend. I guess meat's back on the menu, boys? But with that, though, we can cook our people some lavish meals. So I think that's a bit more... Hello? We're hunting something that's just... Oh. Oh, my God. A gigantic rabbit. Plus side, this will fulfill a bit of their Imperial need. And that, of course, being delicious food. Are these assassins... Are these going to be okay at this? They seem fine. I did mark a Megasloth because I assumed an Imperial Assassin would be able to deal with a Megasloth. What have you got then? You've got biocoded mono longbow. An experimental magnetic assisted longbow. Special armor piercing arrows are loaded through the back where they housed mechanite sharp in the arrow. Something, something, something. Wow, okay. Those sound incredible. Part of Royal Arsenal. Fantastic. Biocoded Rancier armor. Rancier armor cannot protect as well as standard recon armor, but is optimized for stealth. Oh, it's like a unique version of recon. That's a great idea. Yeah, I was concerned about that. I won't lie. Well, good luck, little Imperial Assassin. Where is it? Oh my God, miles away. You should be fine then. Oh, this is fantastic. Little touch and go there for a second, but I think we're fine. Everything's okay, don't panic. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is getting out of hand. One shuttle has turned up to collect our first squad of laborers, so I thought we'd bring in the other one, because this is too much. How am I supposed to feed almost 20 people? Now, I can't complain, though. That first squad of laborers brought in 1,000 limestone blocks. It's a far cry from what we need overall, but, I mean, it's a pretty damn nice start, huh? Let's go from... Oh, this is really annoying having to build it over here, but that's fine. That's fine. What for a single wall? We've actually got enough to do it. I think we're long overdue a dedicated kitchen / dining room / recreation room, given that we're up to 15 people. Only temporarily, of course, but in the grand scheme of things, the Emperor will have far more people than that. It's also not lost on me that we've gone from the Bestower fighting on the front line to the Bestower calling in an elite assassin squad to shoot him some lunch. Oh, it's too many people. Hello, dear Phylactus, welcome. Welcome, my friend. What we could do is build a much larger farm and then put a big fence around the whole thing. That seems like it might not be a bad idea. Let's just turn these into slave beds for the time being. I'm not going to fill them in a hurry. Ah, there you go. We can now call in more resources, which do we really need? We haven't really been using any of it, have we? 150 still. Oh, you know what? Okay, fine. I suppose we did build quite a lot of turrets. So, yeah, that's fair enough. I get it. And then the silver's always going to be useful, right? In case we get another Imperial slave trader or something like that. Or a prosthesis trader. That's good. Now, bear in mind, because of the rules that we have going on here, our people are still limited. I know for a fact. I'm just going to get this out of the way now. I know for a fact that I'm going to accidentally miss calling a high yield strike on our base. I've already accepted that. You need to as well. We are limited in what prosthesis we can use. The AI can spawn in with all the crazy prosthetic mods we have enabled, but we still are limited to those base game ones. We might as well take a look, see what we've got. Or not even the base game ones, but more specifically whatever the troop types are actually allowed to have. Oh, they've got some really cool stuff as well. Archotech spines, hearts, tactical barracks. Oh, we can't use any of these. Stone skin and tough skin glands we absolutely can. Is it worth buying some, or should we hold out for something more useful? Moon jelly tentacle. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of. Hey, Circadian Assistants would be really good. Let me see if those are allowed. Okay, that's fine. So according to this, the only ones who can't use Circadian Assistants are Imperial Citizens, Imperial Traders, and Laborers. So our workforce, basically, any trooper can, and any rank above trooper as well. Fine, let's pick those up. Those are really useful. I genuinely don't remember the last time we had this many characters. My god. So let's turn this room into a huge barracks so we can make it a little bit more space efficient as well. And then I guess I'll half it, and we'll put the recreation and dining room just kind of in the middle here. Maybe just one big, maybe like an equipment room in the barracks. That would make sense, where we store all the weapons and armor. I mean, it makes sense from like a military standpoint, but not from a Rimworld standpoint, because you're crafting it over here, then yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I kind of like the idea. Or we have one big rec room, because that's already absolutely rammed. Okay, you know what? Change of plan. Let's turn it into one big recreation room. The Empire's all about decadence and luxury, right? They would allow their troops a little time off. A little recreation, I think that's okay. Then we are going to need a proper training grounds at some stage, but I think just a few archery targets at the top there wouldn't hurt for the time being. Oh, slush. Psycho binge. Do we even have any psycho? Oh, apparently we had Yeo. Well, that's okay. You know what? That's completely allowed. I imagine all of the Imperial Dukes and Stelarchs are all completely off their tits on whatever they've got anyway. That's just a regular breakfast for the Emperor. Line of Yeo. Oh, 3 lines of Yeo. This might come as a surprise to you, but it turns out trying to feed 20 people in the middle of winter, when you haven't got any food in the freezer, it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. We got more lumpers. Not even going to bother drafting up our regulars. Let the assassins deal with it. I'm sure they can deal with a few lumpers. Well, unless the lumpers have shields and anime haircuts. Why have you done this to me? Okay, it turns out that they could not deal with the lumpers, single-handedly. Some assassins you guys are. What was that? Ah, well, that would explain it. This is a complete nightmare. Slush, why are you standing there? Slush, you're embarrassing all of us right now. Unbelievable. We're getting fuel. We don't need fuel. Compressed down from, is that 14 to 6? I can't really tell because we've got so many bloody people. I wish I'd checked what compressed raider bonuses they were getting before we downed them. Look at this. Flow of spice. Drank planetarium tea. What the hell is this? They've got advanced bionic toes, which is disgusting, and then a flesh-crafted finger. The lumpers have gone into some weird shit. This is a sad moment. This is a sad moment. But in the name of the colony, I have to take apart the Emperor's chickens. Not all of them. We'll keep the external chickens. They give good vision. I cannot afford to keep this many chickens. We just don't have the food. The Emperor's elite attack force starving to death because of too many of the Emperor's chickens would be wouldn't be an ideal outcome. I won't lie to you. And there go the second group of laborers. That means all we've got is a bunch of hunters right now. Great. What if, and I hate to say it, what if we do something more sensible with the wall placement? Instead of pushing it right to the edge of the map where the enemies will spawn and then immediately smash it apart, providing almost no defensive benefits whatsoever, what if we're a bit more sensible about things? What if we put it like there? That could work. Laborers, you mean assassins? Really? Marciana Numitor Caesonius? Oh, they're trying to take the assassins. How long have we got before you're going to force them to leave? Because, I mean, we've got a raid in 4 hours. So if you could stand by. Things are coming along, though. You're really, really slowly. My God, so slowly. Turns out calling in a squad of 6 assassins that do nothing but hunt and slow the game down significantly may have gone against the Emperor's grand plan. Please, just 8 more seconds. Just stand by. Just stand by. Here we go. Where are they? A group of wraths. Not wraiths, wraths. What the hell are those? 1 branch wrath, 1 willow aspect, 1 spiked revenant, 2 corpse revenants, and a penitent. As long as it rhymes, it's allowed to raid. Little assassins, you have pleased the Emperor, but now you must please him one last time with your bows killing these, what I assume are horrible plant monsters. Hello. You're not a horrible plant monster, you're just a dude. That's a horrible plant monster. Oh, Lord. Nothing says sensible attack idea than marching all of your long-range characters into... marching all of your long-range characters into melee range. That's very high-tier tactics. You wouldn't understand. The Emperor is on a whole other level. Some are fleeing, but not all of them. All of the chickens have run out of fuel. Oh, by the Emperor. The best part is this time we don't even have to patch them up. We can just put them on the shuttle and let them deal with it. Oh, I will miss you, Assassin's God. You've done a great thing for us here. Ooh, we got a person. Hey! Oh my God, what the hell is even that? We actually got 3 people. And by people, I mean one of them's a frigging cat girl. What? Jill Vondel, the Emperor. My brother in Christ. What am I supposed to do with this? What the hell is even that? Oh! Augusta now holds the role of bestower? She what? Because she's a better psycaster. Oh my God, she's a consul of the Empire. How dare you? What rank is consul? It's higher than Duchess. He just sent a replacement for Slush. What the hell is even that? Perhaps the Emperor heard of Slush's dishonorable defeat multiple times, and now he has to give up his bestower rank. He's nothing. He's even lower rank than Eric is now. Oh, poor sweet Slush Creamer. He's been replaced by Augusta. I mean, she's incredible. What side powers does she have? Vertigo Pulse is fantastic. Berserk is fantastic. Solar Pinhole not so good. Water Skip is okay as well. Skip and Mass Chaos Skip. She's got a lot of kind of utility side powers, unlike Slush, who was a bit more focused. Oh, it's a shame that Eric's bestower in waiting, because Slush would be better. Well, it's done now. Slush just got slighted by the Emperor. And then the other new person who's joined the colony is Vita. Hello. Artistic 12, double passion, fantastic news. She does not even qualify to be a trooper. You need 6 shooting skill to be a trooper. So she's going to be our first ever Imperial Citizen. Hang on, maybe I spoke too quickly about Slush Creamer. With 14 shooting, that makes him our 2nd best combat character going. Is that Cataphract here? He's beyond Cataphract here. Cataphracts have a shooting skill between 8 and 12. He is technically Stellic Defender level. Oh, he outranks Eric. Goodbye, Eric, you little shit. And Stellic Defenders as a minimum need to be Knights and Dames, so he's no longer Bestower, but he is now a Warrior. Ah. Oh, that's something. Granted, we don't have the gear for him, and we can't make the gear for a long time, but that's something. Okay, Slush, it wasn't really, I mean, he doesn't get to live in a luxury castle anymore, so it's kind of a demotion in some regard. But he's not a nobody. You know, he's on the same rank as Flavius now. This is a complicated system. This is a complicated bureaucracy we find ourselves in. What are you good at again? Nothing. Like, really nothing. Chemical fascination, sturdy frame. Oh, good. Did you have any bionics? No? What about Augusta? Level 6 Psylink. Wow, yeah, so she does outrank Slush. Yikes. You've got an advanced bionic finger. Oh, we need some builders. Oh, this is horrible. Hold on a second, we're an NPC faction, so of course we have access to effectively infinite people. Because of course if you attack an NPC faction, you don't wipe out their base, you leave and you come back. They'll instantly have a whole new colony ready and waiting for you. So to that effect, not only do we have the ability to hire pirates and hire workers, we can use the Rimdeed recruitment website, which I presume is some high-tier Imperial recruitment website, because I mean, how else would there be so many people on offer? I would like to hire some people. Free trial, 1 applicant on us. Oh, okay. What do we need here? 5 applicants. If we get 8,000 silver, we can take a look at 5 VIP applicants. We could take a look at a single applicant, but I mean, if they don't have the construction skill, it's probably a waste of time. Can we try the... Oh! You'll receive an application the next day. Oh, thank you. Oh! Well, that will do it. Hello. What are you good at then? Nothing. Nothing of value. Oh, God. Is it even worth keeping you around? Maybe we could sell you off. Oh. She comes with all of her permits intact. Oh, my God. Well, I mean, look, if you're going to give me 12 permits, I'm going to go and take everything. More or less everything, anyway. Finally, more assassins. I thought let's go for a combination of some combat, but also a lot of utility, given that utility is the thing we could really do with right now. So I'm going to call in that labor gang, basically, right now. We got so many walls to build. Greetings, labor gang. Hello. Welcome to this Imperial city. Join us. If none of you are good builders, I'm gonna be very upset. I might even cry. Ah, yeah, no, that'll probably do it. Yeah, no, that seems about right, actually. Holy crap, it's already going so much faster. Augusta, you may have saved the colony. You know what? I see why the Emperor sent you, Augusta, rather than that washed-up old hack slush. They've been here like a day and a half, and they finished the wall. Not fully, of course. We've got to double layer it. We've got to throw some traps down outside like they would with the larger faction bases. Get a few bear traps at the very least, and eventually, ideally, some explosives out there. But you know what? Your friendship ended with Slush Creamer. Augusta, you've already proven that you're a better bestower. Slush Creamer didn't build these walls. Slush Creamer didn't get us Catgirl slaves. Well, he sort of did. But she was introduced. The Catgirl slave became a slave under Augusta's rule. Doesn't matter who set it in motion. It's who's there when it finally happens. And that's all that matters in politics. Ah. Well, that's a way to end a conversion ritual, isn't it? Shit. Battle! Quickly defend your bestower! Where is Slush? Slush, we're gonna need your psychic powers now, my friend. Otherwise, this is gonna go horribly wrong. We're all hiding in there, where 2 of their drop pods landed. One of them's unconscious. A drug overdose. Perfect. Couldn't have ended any better. Slush, let's drive dog insane. And then let's get in here and see if we can save our people. The slaves are armed. The slaves are armed. The slaves can fight. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, we got 3 in there. Maxima is making short work of them out here. Look at this. Okay, how are you doing? Come down. Come down. Augusta! Poor sweet Augusta! Nice, nice. Everything's fine. Rescue Augusta. Get her to safety. Maxima, come on and give them a hand. How did 3 of you not take out a single lumper? This is pathetic. Bear in mind our workers can't fight. I've never seen such bullshit before. What are you made of? What are you made of? Of intellectual? Submissive? Evidently not. I would say another well-handled raid there. Don't worry, it was only the, we've left her in a skip. Well, I mean, Slush isn't exactly gonna rush to save her, is he? Oh my God, I can't rescue her. When I select a person, I'm right... No, I don't care about the skip! I can't rescue it. There, we got it. Whoo. I'm starting to think that, yeah, Augusta needs a palace. And we've got the essentials done now. That was the main goal of today. I have responded to all of the Emperor's correspondence. We now have a fully established slave area within the colony. Got some big old walls. That's fine. That solved that problem. How are you doing? Running out in 2 hours. Is anybody going to save you, or are we just going to... We're just going to leave you on the floor. Anyway, like I was saying, now that we've completed the slave room and the true Imperial Barracks, a nice proper Imperial Barracks where they can live in a little more luxury. They are still the Emperor's elite force, after all. Now that we have mighty walls surrounding our base, which the Umpers did drop pod over the top, making the entire point of today useless, I think now we can focus on the luxuries. Now we can build our separate districts. Now we can build ourselves a nice Imperial palace for Augusta. Poor old Slush. You're just a nobody now. Well, I say a nobody. The second highest rank of the colony is still pretty good. This is the beginning of a new era. Let's tear down these walls, holding us in and open us up to the entire map. All of this belongs to the Emperor now. You will be very pleased. And the best part is, Augusta can claim credit for all of it. Sorry, Slush, you were just too slow, my friend. Now, the Emperor is under no illusion here that this is going to be a slow couple of days while we get all of the luxuries together, but I think we can start making this a truly regimented, proper military, kicking things off tomorrow. We need a proper crafting room. And, you know, some art. And a palace. God, there's so much to do. Thank you all for being a part of this great experience. Please send any further correspondence to the Office of Augusta, whereby it will be resolved with whatever tools I potentially have access to. Thank you to, of course, the patrons for keeping this glorious series possible in the first place. Thank you to PD, Elma Delma, David Daly, Rixos, Sabine Shadowhill, Gunter G, Thomas Lord, JG, Applecat, Sean Howard, Killer Clown, Bling Magica, The Chicken, not Inspector Chicken though, are you? Hoopy, Dranmere, Quiz, Feather Blacker, Snowlauger, and Christopher Peck for their support, the executive produced tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for being a part of this strange playthrough. And thank you to Lieutenant Smokin, Lol the Cool, Fane, Bradley McButts, Rhino3333, Avolka, Smirnoff, Gary Weston, Maliana, P. Hyperion, Buttflaps, Paul Moss, Matthew, Z Audio 951, Juniper Flavored Soda, Cameron, Skylar, Flemflam, One Who Knocks, and Michael Green. Thank you. See you all tomorrow.